and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam. If you are not new, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you so much. So today we're talking about No Shame Sales Game. And if you're wondering, the heartbeat behind No Shame Sales Game is Colleen Nichols. She is a Rodan and Fields consultant, and she is a coach for MLM consultants and distributors everywhere. Now, I wanted to touch on No Shame Sales Game because the account and Colleen herself is a bit of a controversial topic in the MLM world all around, on the anti-MLM side and the MLM side. So she runs an Instagram account where she is quote unquote anti-hey girl. There are some things that she teaches and goes over about marketing and reaching out to people that I do agree with. Like, don't just randomly reach out to someone and with a hey girl message and talk about your business. So she teaches the opposite side of that, but it doesn't really make MLMs any less cringy. I want to react with you guys to some of her posts. So let's dive in. First one is this quote post, and it says, if you've passed the honeymoon phase in your business and need a spark of inspiration, remind yourself why you became the customer. So I thought this was funny because it's pretty accurate. Like, I know what she means, like, why did you start buying this product? But the way it comes off is like, why did you become a customer? Because all of the consultants and the representatives in MLMs, they're not business owners. They are customers for the large umbrella of whatever MLM they're in. They are the main customer. It's just funny the way she worded this and the way it came across. This one I don't have a whole lot to actually say because I am not a person of color, but I thought it was a little bit crossing a line. The network marketing industry needs more melanin. And that's all I have to say about that. I just personally don't think that people of color need to be called out for MLMs at all. Like that, nobody does. Especially the indigenous population.
Hey, hi. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're somebody who thinks you're too cool for network marketing, but you want to be an affiliate marketer, they're the same damn thing. All of it is just an agreement between a larger conglomerate and typically an individual. The larger conglomerate says, we will pay you a commission based on any sales that you make by giving referrals to your audience. More often than not, affiliate marketing agreements pay much less than network marketing agreements. And for the love of all things good and holy, don't fucking at me with affiliate marketers don't need to recruit in order to make money. Neither do network marketers. You can make money by just selling product. Welcome to the 21st century. Also, don't at me with affiliate marketers don't need to pay to get started. Yes, they do. They need to buy the product. And if they're not buying the product and they're being sent it for free, they're being sponsored, they're not an affiliate, and those are two completely different things.
Do I really have to say it? I mean, obviously, yes. Affiliate marketing does not require recruiting, right? And no, you do not have to pay to become an affiliate. Yes, you should be using the product, but you do not have to be using the product. You do not have to pay to become an affiliate. And while network marketers and MLMers make money in their business, they are not making a livable wage. The only way to make a livable wage in an MLM is to recruit. Otherwise, you are maybe making a couple $100s a year. With affiliate marketing, on the other hand, it's totally different because you don't see MLMers on YouTube or Instagram or any social media platform. You don't see them just selling products. It's all about the opportunity and their business. They're not just selling products. They're pushing to recruit anybody that has a heartbeat.
For when people say that you can't make real money in network marketing unless you recruit and build a team. First, I would want that person to define what real money is, because is an extra $1,000 to
Really, are we getting that petty? Real money is a livable income. So, like I just said in the previous post, yes, you're making real money, like it's physical money, but are you able to live off of that money? No. Are you able to do much with that money? Probably not. Majority of people are maybe making like $7 a month. So please tell me how that is life-changing.
Because is an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, even $200 or $300 a month, real money?
That is pushing it. I'm just saying, if you have never been in an MLM, from experience, every MLM that I've ever been in, you are pushing hard and selling a crap ton to make that money, especially if you don't have a team under you. I never had a team, and I barely ever made more than $50, $45.
I think so. Because if real money can only be defined as 6 or 7 figures, then I'm willing to bet that that person in your DMs isn't making real money at their traditional office job either.
A lot of office jobs these days, with the way of the economy, are having to pay 6 figures. So who are you to say they're probably not making 6 figures? They probably are, or close to it, which is way more than what they would be making in an MLM. Pauline recently shared this message that she received from somebody that is in an MLM over Christmas. What we can see on the screen, it says, basically, my brother-in-law and I got into it at Christmas. Okay, it was a debate. I think that's supposed to say no one got angry. He just simply stated probably 100 times network marketing is a scam. He said, look it up. I listened to him, but he barely listened to me. What do you say to those people that say it's a scam because the person above you makes money? He commended me for doing well in my company and making extra income and was glad I loved the products, but kept saying, if the people above you make money, it's a scam, and having levels or ranks is ridiculous. Having Zoom meetings and conventions to get everyone hyped is a scam. Anyway, just curious what you would say to him. Obviously, he doesn't want to understand. So she answered this question and she said, oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Does he have a job by chance? Because whatever he does, someone above him is making money off of his work. Unless he, of course, is self-employed. Zoom meetings are a scam. I have corporate friends that live on Zoom meetings during the week, meeting after meeting, many of which include conversations about goals and objectives and metrics that need to be hit. And if many real professionals have conventions and incentive trips, if anything, his argument makes him sound a little silly. In most cases, especially if it's with family or someone I have to be around, I'd simply choose to not engage. Respectfully, it's not worth the conversation. I'm not here to change anyone's mind, and they certainly won't change mine. So let's talk about something more palatable, like why he's balding or his marriage ended in divorce. Obviously, I don't know if either of those things are true. It's just me making a joke. Oh my God, you nailed it on the last part. He is balding, and my sister and him have a funky marriage. Whoa, like divorce is not something to joke around with. That's just bull. That was not, no. To her point that she is trying to make here, that somebody above him is making money in his job off of what he's doing. And that might be true because, like, you have positions in a job, some are higher than others. And they're all getting paid a wage, whether it's a salary or an hourly income, and they're not having to recruit anybody. So that person that is getting paid more than him isn't getting paid more than him because he has a team that he recruited. He's getting paid more than him because he has a higher level of responsibility. So that is just, it's two totally opposite things, and you can't just brush over it like it's the same thing every time that we're trying to tell you why this is a pyramid scheme. And then she talks about how her corporate friends live on Zoom meetings. So while that is probably true, especially this day and age, again, they are getting paid for their time on that meeting. When you're on all these Zoom calls in an MLM, you are at that very moment making $0. You are not selling and you are not actively recruiting someone to your team at that very minute. You are making $0. You're volunteering at that time to get on that Zoom call. So there's a total difference there as well. And then the last thing, a lot of real professionals have incentive trips. I have never heard of a company having an incentive trip that is anything like an MLM convention. They're totally different. They have appreciation dinners, appreciation breakfast. They have different days planned out for them where they don't have to think about work. They also have trainings that they have to go to, and they will get paid for those trainings on that trip. It's totally different. It's apples to oranges, and you just cannot compare the two. All right, moving on. This is a story that she had shared, and somebody messaged her about it. And so again, this post is referring to corporate America being a pyramid scheme as well. But as we just went over, it's two completely different things. Somebody messaged her and said, the difference is we get a good salary, bonuses, a car, paid leave, pension, healthcare, the list goes on. If you worked for a corporate and gave the graph, dedication to training and energy that you give to MLM, you would be recognized and promoted undoubtedly. No hate, just giving my perspective. Listen, this is totally true. Like, if you go after your job as hard as you do in your own business in any aspect, whether you are running your MLM business, which it's not your business, we already went over that as well, you would get so much recognition because so many people don't want to work hard anymore. She says, this is privileged speaking. Many people in the workforce don't have a good salary, paid leave, or benefits. And a car, that's some top 1% talk there. Yeah. Top 1% of MLMers who make money and still have to pay for their car. There are certain jobs and certain careers that you can get a completely paid for company car that you don't have to pay for. As well as there are some companies that provide housing for you. You don't have to then sign a lease in your name and have to pay out your lease every month. The company is literally paying for the car that you're driving in those jobs and careers. So again, apples to oranges. So this one says, to get a promotion in the corporate world, you usually have to wait for someone to leave or die. In network marketing, there's more than one available seat at the table. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. That's why these people in the lower levels can't make any money, because of the oversaturation of the MLM representatives and consultants. Read that back to yourself. Are you receiving what is being said? It would be like having a Target on every single street in America. Those Targets would never make enough money to stay open because of the oversaturation. This is so annoying and it's so old. Shout out to all the closeted network marketers sharing their Starbucks holiday cups. Can we normalize sharing a picture of a cup of our coffee without getting crucified by the Huns? Because this is ridiculous. Every time they have something to say about people not wanting to join their business, it's always, well, you took a picture of your Target cart, you took a picture with your coffee, so you're doing this for free. Maybe we're just wanting to take pictures and be like, hey, I got my favorite coffee. What's your favorite coffee? And we don't want to make money off of people on everything we do. Can that be normalized? Can it be normalized? Okay, this one's disgusting.
Hello friends, for those of you who do not yet know, my name is Colleen Nichols and I am the heartbeat behind No Shame Sales Game and Direct Sales Growth Community. And today I'm going to talk to you really quickly because I tried to make this a reel, but I can't say it in exactly 90 seconds, so let's just see how it goes. I was going to show you a picture and I'll post it in my stories or hopefully make it the cover photo of this, but it's a photo of me sitting in my kitchen on a makeshift stage with my ring light and all the things. A week and a half before this photo was taken, and I'm sitting here trying to psych myself up. So a week and a half before the photo, my dad had been in the hospital for a week and a half. He had to undergo an emergency surgery that ended up being too much for his body to handle. He spent the next week and a half barely waking or eating, and I spent the week and a half every day in the hospital with him. And I hate hospitals. the day before this photo was taken, I was the first one in my family to get to the hospital, and I sat next to his bed and he didn't wake up, but I said to him, I am about to give the biggest training of my career and I am so nervous, and I hope that you don't mind, but I'm going to be sitting on my phone taking some notes. And that's what I did. The next morning, the day of this photo, I sat there in my kitchen trying to psych myself up to press go live in my company's largest consultant training platform. And I had this exact moment on my vision board for over a year, right? It was a huge, huge deal to be invited to train. And it was 4 years ago, and I trained on the importance of being your genuine, human, authentic self on social media. Not much has changed. It lasted 28 minutes. I hit end, and I walked out the front door and went to go see my dad for the last time. I got the call the next morning that he had passed away, and at the same time, I was getting friend requests and messages and people wanting to buy stuff, and my team was rocking and rolling, and I was on my way to the funeral home. I tell you this story because it's not a coincidence that my vision board moment happened on the day that it did. It's no coincidence that I talked about the training that I talked about. People rarely, it's very rare to find someone who can teach you how to walk through grief and sadness and happiness and relief and all the things at the same time in life, let alone on social media. And that's what I do. So I have people say all the night, I'm on here telling you this because I just happened to see this photo. And I saw my friend Allie Reeves post, and it is for those of you who say, I want to join DSGC, I want to work with you, I want to do all this stuff. And you act like you have time. And you act like the world has to align before that vision board moment can happen. Because that's bullshit. I had this huge vision board moment while things were crumbling down around me. And I was able to exist in both sadness and grief, and also happiness and being really proud of myself. So I know that happened for a reason. Okay. So, and it's just 4 years later, I'm now sitting here having this realization that this is why I do what I do. Because when you're a human on the internet, sales, people joining your team, that's a natural byproduct of you being you on the internet. So we can talk about, reels and strategy and all that stuff, but if you're not you, it doesn't matter. So I don't know. I've had too many messages of people saying like, I want to, but it's not the right time. I don't have the magical amount of money in my bank account, whatever. You're worth it, and you don't have all the time in the world. And also the life that you think is the way you think life is gonna look before you can invest in yourself or do you, it's never going to be that way. So take a leap and take massive action, or stop talking about it. All right. That's it. I just wasn't able to say it in a 90-second reel. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'd love to see you in DSGC, help you change your business, up-level your business, and work with you. So have a great weekend.
So we just listened to the story about how her father passed away, which is so sad, and I'm so sorry for that loss. And then we listened to how she continued to work her business while he was in the hospital. And then she ended with a sales pitch. That was gross. This is the type of manipulation people are using to get people into MLMs or into their MLM coaching business. Ugh. Just why? Just don't do that anymore, please. Thanks.
In first grade, I told my class that I was part African American. Everyone, including my teacher, looked at me like, and then a kid raised his hand and said, no, you're not. And I looked at him and said, yes, I am. Have you met my dad? I get really tan in the summer. So then I go home and I tell my dad, they said I'm not part African American. And he said, do you mean American Indian? Yes, that is what I meant. African American, American Indian, they both have American in them, so, easy to confuse to a 7-year-old. This is what we as network marketers look like when we get on social media and call ourselves small business owners on Small Business Saturday. There are 4 types of small businesses: sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, and limited liability corporations, LLCs. We are none of those things. We are independent contractors for multi-million and multi-billion-dollar companies. And that's great. Because of our position, we don't have to worry about R&D, product development, legal, hiring employees. What we do is really smart. But we're not small business owners. So if we want to save ourselves from looking like dum-dums in front of everyone, we have to classify ourselves correctly. So we are independent contractors for these larger conglomerates. So don't classify yourself as a small business owner. It's okay if you have, no big deal, but let's just do better in the future.
But yeah, she continues to refer to MLM consultants, representatives, network marketers, whatever you want to call them. She continues to refer to them as starting a business, being a business owner. So what's the message we're sending here? They are business owners, they're contractors. The real truth is they're contractors and customers. They are not small business owners. So that is true, but it's just conflicting with some of her other posts. And that's all of No Shame Sales Game that I can handle for today. If you want more reactionary content, make sure you go and watch this video, and I will see you over there. And make sure you don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later.